Hello, Brenda here. It's mid-June in New England. I just got back from a work trip and I was afraid that I was gonna miss the first flush of my roses. So today I'm gonna have a little bit of a longish video, but everything is blooming. Again, most of the David Austins, they were the early bloomers, but they're still going strong, and I have a few more varieties to show you. I also have a few Kordes roses that are blooming, and the garden is looking spectacular. So with that, let's get to it. And here is the Iceberg garden. The icebergs are starting to put a nice show. They're beautiful. I have 9 rose bushes here. These are 5-year-old, and I think when I bought them, they were 2. They are very disease resistant. Look at that show. And the smell is divine. I will give you an update once it gets the full flush for the spring. And then here is apricot lace. And here is the front of the house. These are Litchfield angels. I call this garden the Lady of Shalott, and you're gonna see why. Here I have 5 Litchfield angel bushes, and they are perfect for this spot because they tend to grow very tall. And you can see how gorgeous those blooms are. And here is the Desdemona standard. Look at those beautiful blooms, and they smell amazing. This one does better than the other 3 that I have, and ironically is mostly in shade. The sun comes here around probably 2 p.m. and then through the end of the day. So this one does better than the other ones. And here is the other Desdemona, again with the beautiful blooms. And here is the Lady of Shalott. I have 3 rose bushes here. I'm training them as a rose bush versus a climber. They are very tall, so if you want to put them in a trellis, they will do great, but I keep them short. And again, they are tall enough for the front of the house so you can see them when you go up the driveway. And then in the back, you have the Litchfield angel. I don't know if you appreciate it. And then these 2 are the 2 other Desdemonas. That one in the front takes sun all day and it just doesn't love it. And then this one gets the sun probably around noon. Here is the sunroom area. These are the petite knockouts. I think you saw in my garden walk Thomas Becket already put his first flush. Then over here are the popcorn drifts. They had a little bit of powdery mildew, but it's all done. And we'll go to the sunroom. Here are the Litchfield Angels, putting a beautiful show. How beautiful they are. And then here is the Queen of Sweden, which in my walk video you saw that is putting its first flush. This is the first one to bloom. Getting still. So here is the Darcey Bussell garden. These are 4 Luna Loves. I am washing this rose very carefully. It looks like RRD, but the leaves are turning green, so it's, I don't know, but it has like excessive growth, and I don't know, I may just pull it out of precaution. Look how beautiful these roses are, and they're very small. I have 4 here and 5 on the other side. And then here are the Darcey Bussells. Such beautiful roses. And these are Luna Love. Now, let's go to the Rainbow Garden. These are the generous gardener. I have 2 on each side of the stairs. I trained them as large shrubs. That's why you see them up straight. And then here's the other one. The other 2. These are pollinator-friendly. And look at those beautiful blooms. They open like peachy pink, and then as they fade into white. And they smell divine. And we'll go downstairs. This is the other generous gardener. This is only 1. And this one is on a trellis. And I have to keep it in check because it grows significantly. But look at this. Here is Elizabeth. Also a huge plant. Look at all these rose blooms. This one is new this year. This is Boscobel. This is Pinkerbell. Let me just see, try to get out of the way. This is Leonardo da Vinci. Here is apricots and cream. And then here is apricot candy. Then here is Style Steel. And here is State of Grace. The first bloom of the Lady Gardener. I planted this year. This is Plum Lemonade, also new this year. Nothing to see here yet. And then here is Eleganza Fiji. For the first time, I see more than one bloom. It's been here for 3 years now, and every year it only produces one bloom. So let's go to the top portion of the rainbow garden. So here is Tranquility. This is the first year that it does well. I had it on a pot and then I moved it, and it took like 3 years to stabilize. So here it is. Here is White O'Hara. Arboros Honeymoon. Look at all of those buds. This is a climber, and I'm trying to keep it short, but it's a climber. It's beautiful. It's so disease resistant and it smells wonderful. Here is the life of the party. These blooms start yellow, and then as they fade, they have like that pink reddish border. Here is Moonlight Romantica. I pruned this hard. This plant was like almost 6 feet last year. Look at those beautiful blooms. And this is Sunset Celebration. I think you saw this one on my garden walk, a full bloom. Now it's starting to slow down a little bit. And then here is Morning Glow. This one didn't do great in the winter, so that's why it's so short. But then it bounced back, so I'm happy about it. And here is Crazy Love. Last year it did okay, not many blooms, but this year, look at that. And here is the poet's wife. Here is Molyneux, or Molyneux. This one also didn't do great this winter, but it's bouncing back. And then we'll go to the welcome garden. So this is new. We started it last year, and this year I got the David Austins in the back. So those are Kew gardens that are still to put some blooms, and then in the middle I have 4 Tottering by Gently, and then here in the front I have Veranda Whites. These are the Veranda Whites. And then on both sides I have pink tumbleweed. And here is the welcome garden. And here is the New England garden. These are the high voltages. The salvias, we got some rain and they flopped. I needed to separate them and I didn't, so that's why they're flopping. And these are the knockout roses. Here is another David Austin, Benjamin Britten. And let's go now to the terrace garden. So we'll go around the garden. Here is Sevillana, named after the city of Sevilla in Spain. Let's see what else is blooming here. This is Vanessa Bell. Let's get out of the way here. This is James L. Austin, new addition this year. This is Twilight Zone. Roald Dahl. Not much to see here. Here is Gabriel Oak. I have 2 Gabriel Oaks, one at the end of the road here, and then this one on road. This is Eustacia Bay. This is Pink Drift. I have 3 of them. Back there is also Eustacia Bay. This is Miyabi. I'm gonna start here on the wall. So here is this in Georgia. Let's see if I can show it to you. This in Georgia. These are Bathsheba. They fade very light. I have 3 of them. These are climbers, these are not ramblers. As they open like orange, very light orange, or very light peach. And then as they fade, they get almost white. It looks to Litchfield Angel in a way. And here is Tess. This is Tess, the Ubervilles. This is a rambler. And that's Tess. So here is Princess Alexandra of Kent. Sunbelt Savannah. Parade Day. Carding Mill. And Ebb Tide. This is a terrace garden. So let me talk a little bit about the plants that we have here. So we put edging all the way around the garden beds, and then we're gonna have gravel like here on the walkways. These 2 yarrows are gonna get moved. They got gigantic, so we're gonna move these to the meadow. But they are beautiful in beautiful shape, but they're gonna go to the meadow, and there's gonna be edging all around here. And what I will do is I will put pollinator-friendly plants. So here is the Woodland garden. And then I want to show you what I did here. These are cornflowers and baptisia. And then here around my veggie raised beds, this is all lavender. And I think they're gonna put a show this year. Last year were so small, but this year they are thriving. And we are in a drought, so they love it. I don't know if you can appreciate it, but. And then these are my raised beds. Meadow in the back. And then we'll go up. And this is it for the tour. Thank you so much for watching, and I apologize for the long video, but there's a lot to show. Again, mostly virosins this time, but I'll keep you updated as the other roses start their first flush. Thank you so much.